teach you about global warming and your carbon footprint in your daily lives.
Yes.
Right now we are gonna go get acai bowls because acai bowls has fruit in them, which saves the earth. I just made that up. What exactly is global warming, Lexi?
Well,
She don't know. She don't know. She don't know. Global warming is the increase of Earth's average surface temperature due to the effect of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide emissions from burning fossil fuels, from deforestation, which traps heat that would otherwise escape from the Earth. It's the Earth's temperature rising due to our gases that we're using, everything that humans are putting out, and this atmosphere won't be able to take it too long and we'll eventually burn up and it'll get really hot and the weather will just go up, you know? What the heck? How does global warming even get here? How does it be caused?
I don't know how it's because.
It's because the atmosphere has gases in it called greenhouse gases, and they don't let the heat come out of the earth. It just keeps it. Most climate scientists agree that the main cause of current global warming trend is human expansion of the greenhouse effects. Warming that results when the atmosphere traps heat radiation from the earth towards space. Current gases in the atmosphere block heat from escaping. It's stuck in the earth and we're just gonna blow up one day. I'm just kidding. I made that up. We're not gonna blow up. What are greenhouse gases, you may ask, in your lifetime? I don't know! Greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere, which makes Earth warmer. The Earth is about to catch on fire. We're all gonna die!
What is the relation between the carbon footprint and the greenhouse gases? Of all the greenhouse gases released by an individual or an organization measured in terms carbon dioxide emissions.
So basically, we all release greenhouse gases by the things that we do, and that is our carbon footprint. Greenhouse gases come from cars. Exhibit A. Is this car electric?
What does that mean?
It's not electric because you need gas.
Oh.
These stations that you see at your local corners, hey, they are killing the earth.
He's saving stuff. He's riding a bike.
Look at him. He is saving the earth. He's saving the planet. How do you feel about riding bikes? How do you feel that you're saving the earth, my dude? You are saving the earth. What are the current effects of global warming? Global warming is projected to have a number of effects on oceans. Ongoing effects including rising of sea levels due to thermal expansion and melting of glaciers, ice sheets, and warming of the ocean surface, leading into increased temperature stratification. I may be like an expert on global warming, but I don't get why it matters. Why does it have to be prevented?
If we don't stop it, we will be underwater.
But
legitly.
How?
Because it gets so hot that all the icebergs and all the ice in the world is gonna melt and it's gonna rise and we will be submerged in water.
Submerged?
Submerged!
Submerged! So since our carbon footprint is basically bringing out more heat, it makes our earth hotter, and that's how global warming and our carbon footprint are put together. So a carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases that you yourself produces. So when you drive your car, you're giving out carbon dioxide in the earth, and you're affecting global warming. When you're using a gas stove, it affects your life. See, we need to use electric cars and we need to use electric stoves.
Amen. That was so good.
Everyone's carbon footprint is different. I have to sneeze. People say that men have a larger carbon footprint because they drive trucks instead of little Priuses. They drive more and use more gadgets like cell phones. They emit radiation. But women do use cosmetics, which has chemicals in them, and that do affect the environment.
So married people have less of a carbon footprint and single people have more of one, because married people, they carpool and they do things together instead of single people who do things separately because they're not married. So a lot of you guys may be asking now is, how do we get rid of global warming? But to be honest, there's nothing really we could do. The things we can do is start using electric cars and everything that we've already talked about, but also plastic waste is a big part of it. The amount of greenhouse gases released by a certain product depends on the life cycle. For example, all manufactured products require energy to produce,
and this energy is drawn from fossil fuels, and which produces greenhouse gases. Even the use of these products can contribute to the carbon emissions and higher demand for products, and the more energy it requires to produce them. The more waste we generate, the more waste we need to dispose of. But most of us are just throwing them out like in trash cans, but those are just going in landfills and in oceans, and those are affecting our animals, which also can affect us because we eat the animals. So everything is just this big cycle that we are living in.
Lexi, what are ways that we can save our plastic wasting?
One thing that we could do is buy our own bags instead of using plastic bags. So when you go to the store, you reuse the bag that you bought.
Reuse! You may be wondering, how long are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this effectively? We are going to recycle every day.
Every day.
Every day.
At least one thing a day.
One thing a day. Your bottled water, don't use them, but if you do, recycle them. You are going to reuse your bottled water, fill it up again if you use it.
I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm not gonna use plastic bag. I'm gonna bring my own bags.
Yeah, this is our timeline of what we're gonna do. We are going to reduce, reuse, and recycle!
Lexi and I have found a bunch of leaves, and beautiful leaves to be exact. 5 each. For example, we have number 1.
The Australian laurel or Japanese cheesewood.
And that has come from a tree. And a tree can store about 48 pounds of CO2 per year and give 260 pounds of oxygen per year per tree. For example, number 5, which is a white pine, has 13 to 48 pounds of CO2 per year intake.
Wow.
That's
So overall, these beautiful leaves are beautiful, first of all, and God created them and they're amazing.
They are giving off oxygen,
Yes. God created them to give us oxygen, to help us live.
and they're taking in our CO2. God bless them.
What's up?
There you go. We got global warming and our carbon footprint and our leaves.
And Brooke with beer.
Thank you guys for learning with us today about global warming and our carbon footprint. And we hope you have a good day. And don't forget, reduce,
Reuse,
and
Recycle!